everybody, Captain B in another episode of the Blue Tortuga, day 5 of the adventure. Very bumpy night. It felt like sleeping in a washing machine. So we're glad to leave this place, and we are headed down just south of Miami. So we do have quite a ways to travel today. The weather looks good. Winds are fairly good, fairly light, so hopefully the traveling will go well. So underway we go. So we are underway this morning and leaving Fort Lauderdale, and one of the first sights on the tour today is going to be Port Canaveral, and hopefully we'll get to see some big cruise ships as we cross the port. You can actually see some in the distance right now, so we'll get you a few camera shots of that coming up.
This is Allure of the Sea, Royal Caribbean.
follow the video. And we are just north of Miami. In the background there is the city of downtown Miami. So Crew MJ has just made me another coffee as we approach downtown Miami. You will see off to the front right is the skyscrapers of the downtown skyline, and you may be able to make out on the left the port of Miami Beach, and you'll see some of the top tails of some of the cruise ships are there. So we are going to be stopping at Sea Isle Marina and Yachting Center in downtown Miami Beach, and we are going to be stopping there to refuel, take on water, and do a pump out. Believe it or not, it's the first time we're going to be putting gas in the boat, and we have officially used up a half a tank. So since we left Indian Town Marina, we've actually only used half a tank of gas, and that's because in the ICW we are doing all this slow speed traveling. So we're saving on fuel. We're going to fuel up before we head down to the Keys, so we should be there in 20 minutes or so. So we just fueled up the boat and got some water as well, a case of water, as well as filling up the water at the Sea Isle Marina. And we're getting some supplies, got some ice, fuel's done. Now we need to do the pump out. South to Harbour. Should be there within the hour. We are now in Key Biscayne or Biscayne Bay, and finally seeing some open water. And you'll notice that the sailboats finally have their sails up. It's been a long time coming for some of that. Harbour, and if you look off above the trees just to the right, you will see the top of the Cape Florida Lighthouse. So we've arrived at No Name Harbour. It is absolutely gorgeous. What an awesome facility. A little bit of a setback. We spent about 20 to 30 minutes trying to set the anchor out in the bay, because you're not supposed to be against the wall, seawall, past 11 o'clock at night. So we tried that, and for some reason we cannot set the anchor here. So that's not a good thing. We just spoke to someone who's a little bit further up on the seawall, and they said they've been here for 2 or 3 days on the seawall and nobody said anything. So at this point, I think we're just gonna get settled against the seawall and hope for the best that we don't get kicked out at 11 o'clock tonight, which would not be good. But this place is absolutely fantastic. This is the bay just outside of No Name Harbour, and there's several boats are anchored here for the evening. So here at No Name Harbour is there's a restaurant at one end and a little bar at the other end. So we are now officially south of Miami. So I believe it's the official start of Mai Tais season here. So we have got 2 Mai Tais, and that costs $34. and we'll give it a taste. Sweet, not too strong, very delicious. Well, the sun has set, and I think we're going to be set for the evening on the seawall. I hope we don't get into too much trouble. We'll have to wait and see. So, awesome day, awesome weather, beautiful scenery all the way. The city of Miami, just spectacular. Tomorrow we get some big water. We're going to make it to Key Largo. So we can open it up a bit. We'll be able to cruise at a reasonable speed, move things along. We have quite a distance to go, but we'll enjoy the evening here in No Name Harbor. So until tomorrow, this is Captain B saying keep the bottom side wet and the top side dry.